right, boys. Hope everyone had a good week. Talk to me about some dad wins and fails.
Got a quick win.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, let's
right
hear
out
it, man.
the gate there.
Right, he came in hot.
Exciting.
Didn't even let me finish the sentence.
We got a big one here. I've been sitting on this, but
Okay.
Welch
scared.
family's having another baby, guys.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah. Late game here.
And
Wow.
that's 5 then?
That's 5. Yeah, that'll be.
Wow.
Oh, come on,
five.
give me some
Yeah.
of that.
Wait, did
Yeah.
you know this?
No, I had no
Nope.
clue.
Wow.
This is
We just got to the
Pod
point
drop
where we could
news.
tell people. I'm like, I'm waiting for the pod.
Oh, that's
It's gonna be a
great,
perfect
man.
opportunity.
That's
with
so
the,
much
with
fun.
the dads.
How far along are you guys?
So she's, I think, like that 12, 13 weeks, something like that.
Wait, sorry.
So-
Was this dad win or dad interest? I need to just.
Yeah. So she's due in February with all of our other kids.
Oh,
we
you
have-
got a time.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah,
We've been looking back like, wow, interesting.
Yeah.
But we have
Well, looking back at the 4th of July party, you were glowing, actually.
yeah, we have 2 other kids with February birthdays. So
Yeah.
and it's like right in that.
We've got 4 kids in April.
Do you
so
really?
there's-
Okay,
we've got a
so
time
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
There's a time. Yeah, so,
That's exciting,
yeah,
man.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
So,
now,
really
you guys
fired
don't
up.
find out, right? You guys don't find
We
out.
will
what you're-
this time.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're like, if it's another girl, we have everything we need. If it's a boy, we can get rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So-
That's exciting, man.
So
That's
we'll
awesome.
see. Yep.
Yeah.
Dad win.
Congrats. Congrats,
Thanks.
Anna.
Yep.
as well.
Congrats. Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
absolutely. Absolutely. Are the girls excited? Have you
They're
told the
pumped
girls?
actually. They
Yeah.
want to tell. They wanted to tell everyone as soon
Yeah.
as possible. They've been talking to the baby already.
Yeah,
you know,
I
they're just
believe
like,
it.
"Good night, baby." Like they're really sweet. So let's hope
they-
that stays that way
Are they
for the next
rubbing
18
your belly
years.
as well?
Yeah.
They will be soon. If that sympathy weight comes on, you know, give me about 2
Seriously,
months.
I'm really glad
You guys
went
don't
for that.
recognize me now. You know why.
So let me ask a personal question. Are you also going to jump on the baby bandwagon?
No, absolutely not. We're
No,
good,
we need it for content.
We're-
The only
we
reason Matt and I
we've got
have
11.
babies is for
I'll just
content.
like go back and talk about each individual
Yeah,
child
yeah.
to go through 11. No, whatever the Lord wills, man.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah, yeah.
Thanks for doing that and ruining
Sorry,
my dad.
blowing
win
it
here.
up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What do you got,
Totally.
Naveed? Yeah.
You know what? I've got a couple of funny
Boring.
ones. Yeah, I know.
Go ahead. I'm kidding.
It just doesn't feel appropriate going and following that. But I will share one. Thanks for letting me.
Yeah,
Thanks for letting me do
yeah.
that. Guys, I lost my wedding ring on Sunday, and
Why'd you take it off?
good question. It's because you guys told me about doing dead hangs.
Oh,
So
to fix
I
your
was-
shoulder. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was doing dead hangs. Shoulder is not better, thanks. And I
You did it once.
I did
So
it one time, barely for 12 seconds. Took off my wedding ring, put it in my pocket at like 9 something in the morning.
Okay.
And then I was with the girls most of like the morning through to like nap time. So we were out and about. We had like a great morning. Came back, they did naps, and then like I mentioned to you guys, we're in the process of moving house. So we've been doing a lot of clearing out like at home. So we were up and kind of doing stuff for like 5-6 hours. So it's
Yeah.
like 9 p.m. by the time like we sat down like on the couch. And I finally put the TV on, and I'm kind of like just, you know, when you're like cracking your knuckles and kind of playing whatever. Go to like my ring finger. I'm like, where's my wedding ring?
It's gone.
We searched everywhere. I was telling Andrew, I was like looking in trash cans and
Oh
everything.
no! So you were that's
Yeah.
like last.
and once you go to trash can, you're like, okay, the percentage of me actually finding
No.
anything
Yeah.
in this
You've
is
become the
just-
human raccoon at that
Yeah.
point.
yeah. You're doing it because you have to, but you're like the
Yeah,
odds of this are
it-
so
it
low.
was
Like,
actually
why
a-
am I even doing
It was
this?
it was a curtsy check
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
It was like
exactly.
I just opened the lid and went, nope.
Yeah.
just to say I'd done it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I actually go to bed really, really like annoyed and a
Yeah.
little bit like upset. And it's not an expensive ring. Like it's a couple
Right.
$100, but it's more the sentiment
Sure,
behind
yeah.
what the ring is, right? Then I wake up the next morning still like in a bad mood. Can't shake the bad mood or this whatever. And then I'm at work that day, and it's around midday. My wife texts me a picture, and my eldest had found the wedding ring.
No.
Yeah.
And I had vacuumed like around the house on that Sunday.
What a good husband you are, vacuuming
I
on
am.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I am. In my
Unless he
little-
vacuumed his wedding ring up.
yeah.
man. I mean,
Well, that's what I was saying. It's like I was shocked they didn't vacuum it up. She just was walking around the living room, stepped on
Yeah.
something, looked down, and went, "Oh." That's
So
Daddy's
just
wedding
sitting on
ring.
the floor.
It was just on the floor.
That's wild.
yeah. So thank goodness we are back.
Yeah.
We are back. But
You know, you take my wedding ring does not come off this finger. Not because I'm like, oh, this wedding ring doesn't come off. Like it physically doesn't come off this finger.
I am fat.
It does not come off this finger. In fact, that's why there's a callus here when I go lift weights because this sucker's not coming off.
I get the same one right there. Yeah, mine. I don't take mine off.
I take mine off for working out. I don't know that I will anymore.
You know, my claim to fame was with this ring. So we were getting married, and I didn't have a ring like a couple days before the wedding, and I never even thought about it. And so we were like just in the mall, and I'm like, I gotta go find a ring. So I go into Sears, the Sears in the mall, buy this bad boy for $80. And I always like to say that our wedding, our relationship has outlasted Sears to this point.
To this point, that's hilarious.
So my wedding ring and our marriage has outlasted Sears as a company. So we're doing something right.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, with the chaos of the wedding ring and the fact that we're moving, that kind of spurred the topic for this week. So the kickoff question is, what comes to mind when you think of the dad drawer?
The abyss of the dad drawer.
Yeah.
I think it's extremely sentimental, the dad drawer.
It is.
Right?
It has to be.
If you were to like, okay, I'm gonna like, you ever try to organize the dad drawer?
No, never.
Like I've tried to, but
I
you're like
move stuff around.
But you're like, well, I need all this stuff.
Yeah.
But like, why do you need it? It's more of a junk drawer. Like in our house, we refer to it as the junk drawer.
The junk drawer. That's the same with us.
It's not like the dad drawer.
Right.
But it's like, don't touch anything in there. Do not throw anything out in there.
Yep.
You'll have 77 cables from I have no idea where.
Yeah.
They seem to never fit when you need them.
Right.
But you're like, yeah, but I can't throw it out.
What about
just
like those
in
Allen
case.
wrenches? What like
everything you get with every piece of furniture you've ever bought?
Oh, yeah.
I counted in my dad drawer while we're throwing stuff out. So just to paint a picture, I mean, we are not very sentimental.
Okay.
So we come across like kids' artwork, straight in the trash. We come across like random.
Did you do it in front of them, or I mean, at least hide it?
Oh yeah, I want to
Tough
see
enough,
them,
kid.
Yeah,
Tough
no,
enough.
I want to see their tears. Like, so we're throwing all that stuff away. We look at kids' toys, which and actually our kids are good at understanding that if you want more toys, old toys need to be donated to someone else.
Yeah.
And so we went through that process, and everything was pretty seamless until we got to like the dad drawer. And I pulled it open. Firstly, I tried pulling it open. It wouldn't
It never opens.
You got to stick your hand in there to like push the crap down. Yeah.
I think I had like a fly swatter in there, and the fly swatter had like been jamming it out.
Yeah, of course.
I think there was like dead flies already on it, like just trophies from like previous flies. Barely opened it, and I looked through it, and I was like, everything's staying.
Yeah.
Like everything's going to the new house. And again, my wife was like encouraging me to like go through everything. And I found like old BlackBerry chargers in there.
Yeah.
I think I've used a BlackBerry since 2006.
Oh, yeah.
2007. And bear in mind, 2006, 2007, I wasn't even living in the States. So I actually have no idea.
They came from
I
the
have
UK.
no idea.
That's hilarious.
I also found a bunch of chargers that have like the UK prom
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
on them as well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even be able to use them. I still couldn't throw them away.
That is hilarious. You
And
still
so-
have those.
So now, how did you transfer it? Right, like when you're packing it up, how do you transfer the dad drawer? Because I've moved a couple dad drawers in my day.
You take the drawer, you pull it out, you tip it all into a box.
That's exactly right.
you label it fragile.
Don't touch.
Do not touch.
Do not throw away.
100%. Do not throw away. And I will, into the new house, find another drawer. I will take the box. I'll tip it upside down. And it will then be there for the next 25 years.
And what's great is you always have like $1.71 in change in
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
and you're not
exactly.
sure why.
My daughter hadn't seen change before, so she was like, "What's this?"
That's hilarious.
My kids like because we have like a little change jar on top or whatever, and it's the same thing. I'm always like in the thing, and like I could literally take it out of the drawer and just put it like 8 feet away into this jar, but I just don't.
Just
it just
leave it.
stays there. And it's like the copper has turned green on the pennies
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever else.
I found batteries in there. Like, I don't know if you guys realize this. There's more than just AA and AAA batteries.
Sure, yeah.
But there was like batteries there that I was like, there isn't a single piece of equipment in this house that could use a battery like
Yeah.
this. Is it the D ones, like the big ones?
Well, those
that
are like your
The
flashlights.
C ones are
or-
big. Yeah. The D's
multiple
are the
flashlights that didn't work,
Yeah.
but they went back in. Probably 7 or 8 tape measures, like the old school like workers tape measures that you
Well,
have.
let me ask you guys, which tool? What do you actually use the most out of the dad drawer?
Good question.
I've-
Tape measure.
Tape measure. I've got this screwdriver that has like flippable, like a swappable,
Okay,
flippable
yeah.
head, and
Yeah.
I'm always going to the drawer. And
Yeah.
actually, what irritates me is when I go there and it's not there because someone has taken it out and they've
Yeah.
left it somewhere.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that one does not go in the garage. That one stays
yep,
in the
yep.
junk drawer.
Yeah.
I got a pair of it was like laptop repair toolkit.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it looks
yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
like looks like tools dentists would use to scrape plaque
Yep.
off your teeth, and it's like they're so dangerous. Like if you touch that thing wrong,
Yeah.
it'll puncture your
Yeah.
skin. But you always feel there's always some random thing you're like, I got it. I got
Yep.
the perfect tool for that.
Actually, you know what the best one
Once
was?
every 5
You know
years
what
I'll
the best
use it.
one was that I found was again clearing out over the weekend, and it's less so now generationally, but old school takeaway menus.
Oh,
Takeaway
yeah,
menus
yeah.
don't
Especially like
Yeah.
the Chinese, like you always get them from the
Yeah,
Chinese.
You'd always
put them with
always
your
get
food.
them.
Yep.
But again, bear in mind, I've been in the States for coming up to, it will be 10 years in September that I've been in the States. There were gift cards, like membership stamp cards. So before like apps, like physical
You get like the punch
stamps,
down, whatever. Yeah, punch cards. Yeah.
and menus of restaurants from my childhood neighborhood. And again, I have no idea.
I think you are way more sentimental than you're
seriously,
letting on.
yeah.
I have,
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I,
oh,
I
yeah.
genuinely, I have no idea how
Did
they
you have
made
a tear when you found it? Come down your eye? Did you miss?
I called them up actually.
I'm 1 meal
Can we
away.
Can I get your zip code? London to Cleveland. What do you think are the top 10 items in a popular survey that was done from HGTV actually of the items in a dad drawer?
A screwdriver for sure. I would say the one Andrew said.
Yeah.
Throw rubber bands in there. There's always
Rubber
some random
bands,
rubber
yeah.
bands.
It's
in
got to be
there.
batteries,
Batteries is
marker,
in
some
here.
type of permanent marker. Or
Slow down,
marker.
buddy.
cords, something like that.
Yeah, cords. We asked for 10. You know,
Yeah.
I know, but you
Flashlight.
actually give me a second here.
Flashlight.
Flashlights is on here.
What else? I'd be interested to see like what are the most unique things in the drawer because we've all agreed
Yeah.
on like all these
common
like
things.
common ones,
Yeah.
which I think most would be. But like, what's the one where it's like it doesn't really belong in the drawer? But shows up and like if you'd almost be embarrassed if another dad looked in your dad drawer and was like, "What's this?" And you're like, "I don't know. Leave it alone.
It's
Don't touch
hers,
it.
I promise.
Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Bye."
The Disney membership card.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm trying to think actually. What would be in there? I mean,
Or is it our dads so basic that every dad
Every
would
dad's
be
the same
completely
thing.
expected? Like, oh yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Like, do you have any like things you thought you were going to repair but you never repaired that got thrown in there?
I can think of one thing that don't judge me for.
Yeah.
That's in that drawer because the dad drawer is inherently the drawer of misfits. Like
Of course,
yeah,
right.
right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like by logic, nothing. Because look at this list of like top 10 stuff. Most of it is like fix it type stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I keep emergency hair gel
Wow,
Okay.
There you go.
Drawer.
Okay.
There you go.
just in case.
That's I mean, you need it in the kitchen.
Just in case.
So I'm
often
assuming
you-
this is in the kitchen. Is dad drawer in
Yeah.
the kitchen?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Always,
Actually,
always.
good question. Where's everyone's dad drawer?
Kitchen.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely no reason. It doesn't need to be in there.
Yep.
Where it's located doesn't really make much sense.
Nope.
It's always by where the phone typically is or whatever. Where the phone, I guess, used to be in kitchens.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be.
Yeah. So you got hair gel in yours.
I got hair gel in mine. Yeah. What do you
Oh
have?
man, what do I have?
We
That's
have-
odd.
I actually have a, which I don't know if this is real smart with the kids because some of my kids just start reaching up in there.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a couple box cutters. You guys keep those
Oh,
in
dude,
there?
I keep box cutters. Oh, I've got
I'm
one.
a Swiss Army knife guy.
Oh, I've got a Swiss
Okay,
Army knife
yeah.
with like, especially the ones that like open up into the needle nose pliers.
Yeah.
Needle
Yeah,
nose
yeah,
pliers
yeah.
is in
Yeah,
every
needle
dad
nose
drawer
is
too. Those are clutch.
Those
man.
are clutch for anything. But I've got this one. I don't know where I got it from. It's some like camping thing. It's like an axe, like a full-on axe, but it's like shrunk down to like, it's probably like 6 inches long and only like 4 inches wide.
Yeah.
But it's like got this like a normal like splitting axe. I don't know what you'd use it for. I think it's like one of those things where you'd like use another log or something to like actually
it.
split wood, but
Okay.
you care. But that thing sits in there, or like paracord. Do you guys have paracord
yeah,
in here?
yeah.
I've got paracord.
My daughter's
I've
making
never
bracelets.
para or corded anything. Yet I have paracord sitting in my
Oh, yeah.
dad drawer
Yeah.
for no reason. I have no idea why.
yeah.
But anyway,
Oh, that's great. Sticky notes.
sticky notes.
Sticky notes are in there. I'm trying to dad glove, like random gloves. Like, do you have gloves and stuff in
Nah,
there?
my gloves are usually
Mouse
outside.
traps. I have like mouse traps in there just in
Yeah.
case. Like,
We've had my kids usually will take out anything of value in the drawer. Like if I had like gloves, they're gonna sneak those
They're gonna
out.
take
You know, use that for something.
Do you ever organize it?
Like I said, I've like tried to, and like okay, I'm going to take all the cables. I'm going to put all the cables in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to put that in there. So then I know
Ziplocs the go-to.
And
what does that do other than moving them into a different?
Nothing.
Different
That's
spot?
what I'm trying to
But
get
you
to.
feel like you organize
You feel
it.
like you
Yeah.
organize it.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you have an entire drawer full of Ziplocs. You're like, I can't see anything. So you start opening up the Ziplocs, and then the Ziplocs get pushed away, and more crap just gets layered in.
Do
Yeah.
wives have the equivalent of?
I
like,
mean,
a junk
ours is
drawer?
kind of a shared junk drawer, I would say, but I feel like
Wait, it's shared.
I contribute to
I don't think
most
my
of
wife
it.
has a single thing in our junk drawer.
I would say it's since most of ours is like kind of fixity stuff.
Yeah.
It's not so much shared, but it's not like mine either. Like if a kid's rummaging around like, oh, I need a this or I need a that, they know, oh, I can go into the junk drawer and find
Yeah.
it. I would say the more stuff is like my nightstand. Like when you look at my nightstand is like I've got like a book on it and like my watch. My wife's nightstand is like loaded with stuff. Like every drawer is packed, like bottom to top. Everything's loaded out.
What's in there?
A lot of stuff. nothing
Lady
great.
stuff.
Just books, just whatever books and journals
I haven't
and
been
all
able to
sorts
open
of
my
stuff.
nightstand for like 5 years.
What is that?
That's how mine is. I haven't been able to open mine up in like 5
yeah,
years.
just
I just
journal-
open it and I just quickly close it again.
Mine has nothing on it. Every once in a while, there'll be like tax papers in the bottom thing. I don't know why they got stuck in there. But my wife's
You
is
should
just
get
like
those looked at.
yeah.
my wife's just like a mound of stuff, and that's where I think a lot of her stuff collects. Because we don't let kids in our room is like they still come in, but we try to always prevent kids in the room just because like mommy and daddy need at least one space where kids aren't dominating.
Yeah.
So I think she's like all my stuff stays here, whereas like the dad drawer is more of like you said the fix it stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw something out there and say it's evolved over time as well.
The dad drawer?
The dad drawer. Because if you think generationally, our dad's junk drawer equivalent would have been a lot more tool based. And actually thinking about like what we were clearing out over the weekend, there was just a ton of serviceman cards. Like a landscaping company or an electrician, a plumber, or all that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
do you think you are outsourcing more now, or do you think you're still using? And I'm saying, dad drawer. I mean more so like from like a fix it perspective.
Yeah.
How much are you guys fixing versus outsourcing?
Depends on the project for us.
What do you like to
know.
fix?
Easy stuff.
Yeah.
Give me an example. Yeah.
I think we've talked about plumbing. Yeah, got pretty handy
like the
with some
plumbing?
basic
I can't do
basic
the-
plumbing repair.
Plumbing and electric, I refuse.
No, really,
I can't do it.
none of that. I grew up in a very like you do everything yourself household, to where I would tend to be like my wife's more on the side of like, hey, you have about 5 hours a week you can spend with the kids. Let's not spend those 5 hours
Yeah.
going back and forth to Home Depot 17 times because you bought the wrong thing. But I would say I'll do it when there's like a like okay, I just have to get this thing done because
Yeah.
like we have a toilet break over the weekend. It's like I'm not gonna pay $400 for a emergency service fee.
That's because you blocked it.
Yeah, well, right. And so like I'll end up going and like buying a toilet and throwing it in because to swap out a toilet takes an hour and a half. It's not a big deal. But I'll do stuff like that, or I'll clean like we have like a bunch of my girls have curly hair, so curly hair and drains are just it's just miserable. Like I'm always cleaning out drains.
Yeah.
So I'll do a lot of that sort of stuff. But when it comes to like more in-depth stuff, I've become more like let's find someone else.
I got a hilarious story actually. You reminded me of it. So my wife took our kids into Home Depot, and you know how they'll cut wood for you in the lumber section. So my 2-year-old doesn't really like super loud sounds like most little toddlers, and so the guy right next to her started cutting, and it just totally freaked her out, right? And so ever since then, she'll just be like sometimes talking to herself, and you'll just hear her say Home Depot. This 2-year-old say Home Depot, and then she'll say, I cried. And it is
PTSD.
hilarious because again, she'll just randomly start talking about Home Depot. I mean, this happened like a month ago, and the other day at dinner, she was just thinking about it again. She's like, Home Depot. So that guy.
Is she like in the fetal position, just like rocking back and forth?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Some type of Home Depot trauma happened that day. I know that, but it's so funny hearing your toddler explain this to you. And now every time Home Depot comes up, I think about her going Home Depot, which is that look in her eye. Like
you gotta get her, you gotta bring her back and like get her through that trauma.
I
like,
do need to.
Make her face her fears or something like that. That's hilarious.
Gonna watch him cut some wood.
Actually, you know what's funny that I actually found over the weekend is I don't know if you guys have this, and I actually don't know how it made its way into our junk drawer because it's very much not junk, but we have cutting boards and knives for the kids. You guys ever use any of that
Kid Safe
stuff?
knife
Like the Kid Safe knife?
Okay.
And so we were, quick segue. I was trying to figure out if it's more cost effective to buy an entire watermelon or buy like pre-cut stuff. And
What'd you come up to?
Stay with me for a second.
Okay.
To start off, I had no idea how much either cost. So it was like a completely irrational. You know how sometimes like you'll randomly look at like your shopping list and you're like, no, you know where I could save $3? We buy a whole watermelon instead of like sliced.
Yeah.
So again, I had no context for whatever. So my wife then called me on this bluff, and she was like, okay, if we buy a whole watermelon, you will cut the watermelon and you are responsible for it, because I, as a mother watching over these two children and pregnant with 2 more, don't want to waste my time cutting.
Sure.
Doesn't matter how much it costs. Fair, reasonable. So I kind of like had this whole narrative prepared where I would cut the watermelon.
Sure.
But I'd also like juice a portion of it, put it in
there you go.
the fridge.
Okay.
Then I'd slice up a portion of it. And then I looked at a couple of creative watermelon recipes.
Wow.
Here we go.
Watermelon with feta salad, as an example.
That's delicious. Goat cheese, little goat cheese on there,
Yeah.
or feta cheese.
I did
or
actually
whatever.
order some
Yeah.
goat cheese and feta cheese, and didn't realize this was a cooking show.
Balsamic vinegar on there.
Let me
There you go.
Oh baby.
let me
Grilled watermelon.
let me tell you the bet. So one of the, and again, it was. Maybe we should link it in the show notes. 24 watermelon recipes, home cooking or whatever the website was, but there was one in particular that said for a pre-workout, if you can either juice it or have it whole, if you squeeze either a lemon or a lime on top of the watermelon with a little bit of sprinkling of salt, it is so good. And it's supposed to be a good like pre-workout
interesting
for you as well.
I know people do salt on watermelon. I'm not a salt on watermelon person, but
I didn't like it with salt, to be clear, and I preferred lemon over lime.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you this whole backstory because
So you bought the whole watermelon, I'm assuming?
I bought the whole watermelon. I will never be buying a whole watermelon.
Did you save the $3? That's what we want to know.
I don't know.
What was the math? Did you ever do the math on it?
I did the ROI on the effort that it took, and when actually we are completely done. But
because we have so many kids, like people in our household, like we've done the pre-cut, but you just can't buy enough of it, so we're stuck.
Yeah.
So we've like I've gotten really good at cutting watermelon in terms of like there's a whole bunch of different ways to cut it.
Yeah.
And usually when you cut up watermelon, it just like the watermelon juice sort of gets everywhere.
Yeah, it does.
But I just figured out a new way to cut watermelon where it doesn't pretty much it all stays self-contained.
Yeah.
we need a video of this one, I think, Andrew.
And I'll video it and share it next time we get a watermelon. But it makes it super easy to cut and keep for your kids and whatever else. Because anyway,
Yeah.
So it's watermelon hacks it's intense when you're trying to cut up
it
3
was-
watermelons.
Well, I was going to ask you how many watermelons.
No, we'll typically do we'll go through an entire watermelon in one sitting, an entire
one
watermelon.
night, yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
Yeah.
We're-
That's awesome.
That's fair.
It's aggressive.
Anyway, so to finally bring that story together, we found in the junk drawer one of those like cutting boards and knives. It's actually a really fun activity that I was able to do with my eldest. And
That's why you don't throw anything away, because you
That's
never
why you
know when you're
don't
going to stumble
know.
upon it again.
Dude, that's
And
so,
be like, here
that's
you
so
go.
true. Is there something emotional that we're missing with the dad drawer? Is there something like from like a sentimental standpoint or a control standpoint that your lives are so chaotic that you can't control anything other than the dad drawer?
The
or am
dad-
I just really stretching and kind of...
I would think it's more like MacGyver-y. Like you kind of always know you have that thing there. And honestly, for me, it's probably like more so that I don't have to take the other, I don't know, 87 steps that it would take me to get out to the garage to pick up the tool or the other thing.
Yeah.
And then nobody messes, but I don't know.
I think, too, we like to be, as guys, we want to be known as being resourceful.
Yeah.
So we feel like if I keep that, there's going to be a time
Yeah, but
where
how do
it's
you
going to save the
how
day.
do you explain
know?
the Chinese restaurant menu of the restaurant that closed
that
7 years
part
ago?
of it, I think we need to do a little deep dive into that one.
keeping the London punch cards.
Yeah.
Talk about trauma.
Yeah. Do you look off into the distance often and just long for home? Has that been happening?
You've been speaking to my wife. What do you think of the average number of items in a junk drawer or in a dad drawer?
She's got to go first. I'm always
Yeah,
the one
you
to-
are.
Yeah, I
That's
feel like
so
I'm at
true.
like 150.
150.
I'm talking like we have like pencils, crayons, between all the coins, paper clips,
Okay,
all that stuff in
fine,
there.
fine. Yeah, fine.
I'd probably say I was more in the 50 range.
Okay.
Like, probably like 56 is what I would guess.
Americans average 53 items
There you
per
go.
drawer. They've even broken this down, and it's for a survey done by a junking company. Any ideas which state has the most? How you do this study?
Missouri.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna go big city. Let's go New York.
You'd probably, honestly, Missouri's just a joke, but you probably have to go to like Northeast because they have like they're more established. They got a
It is.
much
It
more
is actually in the
Northeast.
Northeast.
So like something probably like Philadelphia or Boston, I would assume, have like the most people hoarding stuff.
Well, I think too in the big cities you want to go out to the store. You can't just.
Oh, that's a good
you're
point.
like
That's a good
you're
point.
15
Yeah,
floors
yeah.
up.
Guys,
and you're
I
like,
really didn't mean for this to turn into like a debate. Just give me a number.
we gave you
your
states.
number.
No, we gave you
We
states.
gave you states.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I give you cities more.
You
than
get
states,
yeah.
anyway.
Maine,
Okay.
73 items. Any idea on the leanest? I was surprised by this. Texas.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
That doesn't seem
Doesn't
right.
seem
No.
right.
Should I reach out to the company that did the
Yeah, I
survey?
think so.
Yeah.
I can
think
do that.
so.
I can do that. I have nothing but time on my hands. What about if you look at the average percent of people that actually use something from their junk drawer? What percent of people do you think actually actively use the junk drawer?
I've got my answer. I'm ready to lock it in. Go ahead, Matt.
I'll go
Should
with.
we start like writing these down on a whiteboard
Yeah.
so we like put them?
I'll go with 65%.
Ooh,
Naveed, that's
good.
65.
yeah.
You think 65% of people
I-
pull something out
Out of there
junk drawer?
once a week.
I was
a week?
originally at 70, but
Okay.
on the once a week, I might drop down to probably in like the 48 to 52%
Okay.
range.
71% of people.
There we
Whoa.
go. 71.
I think
Yeah.
that's
71
No, I think that's reasonable.
weekly.
Yeah.
Weekly. No.
There's think about it. There's tape in there.
Yeah, tape gets used a lot.
Paper clips. In
probably
there,
some Band-Aids in
sticky
there.
notes in
Okay,
there.
okay.
There might be some
Some
Band-Aids in
Band-Aids.
there. Some
Well,
used Band-Aids
we
in
won't
there.
we won't yeah, used band-aids might fall in there,
Yeah,
but
used
not.
We
not
have some
good
random
ones.
markers in there, like I said
Okay.
too, and
70%.
pencils and pens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guess, Matt.
All right. Instead of a lightning round, and in honor of me moving, and in honor of me clearing out my personal dad drawer,
Okay.
I thought it would be helpful if I listed 10 items that I found in my dad drawer, and maybe by process of elimination, we can figure out items that should make the move and not make
Nice.
the move.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So I'll read out a list of 10 items, and maybe let's all pick one that we eliminate.
Let's do it.
Right off the rip, and then we can figure out what makes the move and what doesn't make the move.
Sounds good.
Sound reasonable?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. The Allen wrench. Bear in mind, I found 21 Allen wrenches. So maybe let's call that 21 Allen wrenches.
yeah, okay.
So the Allen
Good.
wrenches. That's
Okay,
there.
Allen wrenches.
Okay. We'll say AA batteries,
Classic. Classic in there.
an assortment of tapes, obviously.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
And so duct tape, etc. An assortment of pens. Some work.
Yep. Sure.
Some don't work, but I can't break up the set.
They never work when you need them.
No, but I can't break up the set. So bear that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the pens. Okay. Random chargers. And as you guys heard, there are BlackBerry chargers with power prongs from the
UK power prongs.
So just bear that in mind.
What if you ever go back to
That's
you
what I
need
mean.
them? Yeah. No, go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So much. And listen, we'll get into reasons if we need to. Mystery keys.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many keys, but again,
You have no
they're
idea
all
what
on
they're
the same.
for.
They're all in
Yeah.
the same keyring.
Same ring.
So I can't break them up. That would be
Okay.
rude. So I can't do that. So mystery keys, rubber band ball, a classic for a dad drawer.
Yeah.
Okay. All of varying different tensions. A mini flashlight that flickers. I've tried changing the battery.
The horror.
It still flickers.
The horror movie flashlight.
Takeout menus from restaurants that don't exist, and as you guys heard, ones from the UK are in there as
great.
well. And then just a bunch of old gift cards. I have no idea how to check the balance. I have no idea how to.
Are they even in are the places still even in business?
Who
And-
knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But again, there's a stack of them all wrapped in like a hair tie.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you know,
I got one to throw out.
What do you got?
The flickering flashlight. If it's not working, just
actually, you have a flashlight on your phone.
you got
now.
one on your phone.
All right,
so if you
good.
get in a
I
jam,
like that.
if you get in a jam,
Flashlight's gone. Flashlight's gone.
So I think the most like relieving one to throw away would be the 23 Allen keys, because it would be like, man, I just got rid of a lot of stuff. And the thing is it feels important, but we all know they're not important at all.
What if when we're
They're not.
moving, there's a piece of furniture that I look at and I go, the only way to take this apart is with the Allen key.
You're the one
Allen.
taking this apart?
Probably not. By that logic,
let's go ahead and screw.
what if my wife is?
Buy her a toolkit. Buy her one of those like little toolkits
wrench,
that you have like
yeah.
have all the little things in it.
Fine, Allen wrench.
I threw out Allen wrenches recently, like those type.
Yeah.
And it felt like unbelievably liberating. I'm not kidding.
Really?
You. You'll throw those out and you'll be like, I am so powerful today.
I'm so control of my life.
I am in control of my life.
That's great.
I'm a man that is defining my own destiny. I'm going forth with decisiveness.
Man of action.
Fine. I'm gonna take takeout menus again. This is some emotional trauma that I need to just.
Yeah,
You
we
know
gotta
what?
get
You take
through
a,
that.
you know what? You take a picture of them on your phone. You
Hey,
store
oh,
them,
man.
store them digitally.
It looks like
perfect.
And you
It
throw
sounds
'em
like
out.
you've gone through something like this before.
Me and take-up menus have had a
Yeah.
tumultuous
Fine.
history.
Yeah.
Does everything else make the move, or do you want me to give you the refresh list?
I mean, you can't get rid of the keys.
Can't get rid of the keys.
It could open up a secret portal, so you can't get rid
That's
of
true.
those.
Keys stay.
You got
stay.
to keep the rubber bands. 'cause
Yeah,
you
you,
never
rubber
know.
can't, you can't
bands,
buy rubber bands from
duct
anywhere
tape,
else.
Yep.
batteries, pens.
Stays.
That's all got to stay.
It's got to go.
I guess the only one would be the random chargers, but you just never know.
You just don't know.
What
You
if I
don't
move
know.
back to the UK?
Exactly. What? Not even if you move back. What if you just visit?
Yeah, we just want to go on a
And you're
holiday
like,
over there.
What
you know?
if Blackberries come back?
What if? What if? Exactly.
What if Blackberries come back?
Yep.
Game Boys came back.
They probably won't use the same chargers, but yeah. I get it.
Pokemon came back. That leaves the old gift cards. Do you go through? Would you, if you had a stack of 20 gift cards, would you go through the hassle of figuring out how much is on them?
I am terrible with gift cards.
Okay.
I find it. I always seem to just forget that I have them.
Yeah.
And so like, I have like gift cards. I'll use them once, and there'll be a balance of like, whatever, $17.25 on it, and you're like, okay, I got to remember to use this thing.
Yeah.
And you just don't. I am terrible at it. So for me, I have a stack of gift cards, and if it's not a place I go to regularly, if I go to the restaurant regularly or something like that, and someone got it for me as a gift,
Yeah.
typically I'll use those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like I have like there's a local sportsman store. It's like called Fin Fur and Feather around here. It's
Okay.
like an outdoorsy store. I have like, I think it's $78.20 on this card.
That's very exact.
And I look at it frequently because it's the last card on the stack.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, I got to remember to take that, and I got to remember to go to that place. I just haven't been there in 5 years. I'm like, it probably won't even work.
Yeah.
Probably won't even work.
But you can't get rid of it because it's like money.
Okay. Gift cards stay.
Gift
Gift cards got to stay.
I'm pretty comfortable with that list.
Yeah.
What you could do is you could give it to, well, your kids, I guess, are too young. What I thought of giving it to my kids and being like, you guys can use these as whatever you get out of them, but you got to give me like 25% back or something like that.
It would be fun too to do like a random. They get to pick and whatever's
Yeah.
on it. So
Well, that's a
someone
good
might get like
idea.
$2.10.
Like a random Saturday.
And
This is
someone
what
might
we're
get
doing.
$70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
See what they come back
That
with.
would be a fun Christmas game if you had a bunch of gift cards that had money and one that had nothing.
Put in their
And it was
Christmas
like just
card.
varying numbers.
Yeah.
Varying numbers.
Yeah.
Actually,
That'd be
we might be
fun.
on.
That would be really fun.
That would be
See what they
good.
come back with.
Nice. Nice. All right.
Cool.
Well, we figured out the list and we've now created a new game.
There it
Wow,
is.
fun.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dad interest for the week. Who's got something?
Oh,
for
I
us?
got something I got to use actually. So my wife got me a pizza.
A baby? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, that too. But for Christmas, I got a pizza oven. Like,
Oh, nice. So what type of pizza
It's
oven?
a solo stove. You know they
Okay.
make the
Yeah.
gas or the smokeless fire pits.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Well,
that Snoop Dogg? Wasn't he?
Yeah, he did something with them.
smokeless guy. Yeah, okay,
So they
gotcha.
actually made a like outdoor pizza oven. It's a propane pizza oven, and I finally started getting to use it once the weather got nice around here, and we used it over the weekend. Actually, we did a pizza party with 2 other families. It was super fun, and another dad, shout out Emmanuel, brought his pizza oven. So we had them back next to each other,
Okay.
and we were just ripping out pizzas.
How long does it take to make one?
It literally takes like 2 minutes.
Oh, really?
It's awesome because
Holy.
this thing gets like 800 degrees.
Oh, wow.
And like you throw the pizza in there, and his actually had a little mechanism that was turning while it was cooking, which
cool.
was cool. But I had to like mine after you have to kind of pull out and turn
Yeah.
a little bit. But yeah, 2.5 minutes. Pizza's done.
Wow.
And like all the kids got to make their own pizzas, some of
very
them
cool.
multiple pizzas. So, you keep them to like, they're not obviously big, large, like New York style pizzas.
Yeah.
They're smaller pizzas, but super fun. And like, it's a great stove. I know in the
That's
pizza
awesome.
YouTube world, there's a lot of pizza people that go into pizza. And
Yeah.
I'll say for the couple times I've used a solo stove pizza, it's been awesome.
No,
It's been
it's
a winner.
electric, right? You just plug the
It's
thing
propane.
in. Oh, it's propane. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the flame comes up the back,
Yeah.
which is why it gets so hot.
Okay,
And
I
it
gotcha.
only takes like probably 20 to 30 minutes to warm up.
Nice.
So what
and then-
was the best pizza that someone made?
So they had like the classic toppings basically. There was nothing crazy out there, but they had the pepperoni, onions, cheese, couple different types of cheeses out there.
I'm a goat
veggie
cheese guy on my pizza.
Goat cheese?
Goat cheese on
Oh
pizza.
wow. Okay.
No.
Goat cheese with caramelized onions.
Oh wow, that's not my style, man.
Have you guys done the honey pepperoni?
Yes.
Honey's
honey
and
awesome on
pepperoni.
it.
Yeah, really
I
good.
mean, I would look at that as more. I wouldn't look at that as necessarily pizza. Like,
What would you look at that as a salad?
I don't know.
More of a flatbread.
Yeah, that's like a flat. Yeah,
Ooh,
100%.
I like
That's
that.
a flatbread.
That's more
great. That's a great
fancy.
way to
It's a
look
little
at it.
fancier.
It's like a
artisanal.
flatbread. We have like the basil and the whatever stuff on
That's
it.
why I
Yeah.
keep the restaurant menu.
Yeah.
It's one of my UK go-tos.
So yeah, one of my goals is to create a perfect Neapolitan pizza. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
now that I have the oven that can do it, because I realized doing it in the home oven, there's only like your oven only gets like 550 degrees, so
Yeah.
it's just not hot enough to like actually
Yeah.
cook one of those. There's some hacks to try to be able to do it, but with one of these ovens, you can actually pull it off. So
Nice. Do
Yeah,
we use
keep it
code
posted.
MAT20 for 20% off?
yeah, let's
Yeah.
hope so.
Solo stove?
Solo stove.
We're
Now,
available.
reach out.
Now, how are you? Are you going to try to make your own mozzarella then for the? Because
Making my own mozzarella
like
would be
mozzarella chunks on
next
it.
level. Yeah, they use fresh mozzarella.
Yeah.
No,
Mozzarella.
I haven't got that far. The dough is
I'm
really
Italian.
No, there's a whole thing like you could get into dough. I mean, you
Yeah.
could read a book this thick on the dough. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm starting a little bit.
Okay.
If I can figure that out, and then I can figure out the cheese.
He's a
and
fancy
the
one,
sauce.
though, isn't he? With his
Yeah.
food. He's a
Oh, look
fancy
at
Oh
him.
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we made one. We're like, that's $25 right there at the restaurant these days
Yeah,
for a
for
small
sure.
pizza.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we're like, saving money.
Yeah.
You have
He's
to,
saving
man.
money on watermelons. You're saving money on pizza. I love it.
That's it.
Awesome. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for sharing this. Why don't you take us home, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we just appreciate you guys listening, and we do want to hear from you guys. We'd love to hear your stories, what's in your dad drawers. Let us know what you think we should talk about, and give us your comments, because we appreciate that. You can find us on any of the social platforms now. Subscribe to get notified when we drop new episodes. That helps us as well, and it helps keep you guys in the loop. And until next time, we appreciate you.
Cheers.
Thanks.
See
Be
ya.
good, everyone.